Hey guys, what's up? It's Ashla here. So I sincerely apologize for this weird setup. The library's over there. It's getting work done. We're deep cleaning the walls and the floors again, before it gets too cold to do it. I'm probably going to be purchasing a treadmill, so we need to make room for that in there as well because that's the only other space we have available for the treadmill to go. But I want a treadmill because in the winter I'm not going to be walking. Our winters out here are redonkulous. Anyway, I have a cute little library haul for you. As you see, I have a little bit of spooky stuff going on. My dad actually got me this. This is a reusable grocery bag. And let me tell you, it works. I got a crap ton of stuff today and it all fit in one bag. I was so happy. But I also bought like little things. But anyway, I wanted to talk about this mess right here is our library haul. Okay? I went overboard, but I got a lot of things accomplished. By the way, I'm sitting at 7 books done, guys. 7 books. We're doing so much better than the past ones. So there you go. Your girl's getting better. And I got like 1, 2, 3 that I'm going to finish for sure tonight at work. Plus, I'm going to be finishing two audiobooks. I'm like an hour away from finishing both of the audiobooks I'm working on. So there will be a end of the month wrap up. I almost said end of the year. My bad. Yeah, but ignore this mess right here. This is my breaker box for the apartment. I am ever to lose power or a fuse is blown, so I don't have to get a hold of the landlord. I can actually do it myself. That's one of the perks about having an apartment. Not all apartments actually have breaker boxes to the apartment. It's usually on the outside of the apartment complex. Did not know that. So I'm one of the lucky ones that doesn't have to go outside, especially if it's like blistering cold out. Anyway, I'm talking way too much, so let's get into reading synopses, and these titles of these books, and I will tell you why I picked it up. Okay. 1 second. Yeah, no, I told them the only thing I'm supposed to tell you guys, the only thing that is in the library right now is the carpet and the 2 white bookshelves. That's because we already did that section. So we're working on the other side now. And we're also going through and decluttering as well. So tapestries came down, lights came down, everything came down so I can clean the walls. So I totally just hit the pause button and never pressed it again to play. So, yeah, we're talking about 34 Pieces of You by Carmen Rodriguez. It says, I'm invisible. I do not exist. I feel like there are so many things I can't tell you. I never meant to hurt you. Did you mean to hurt me? I don't believe you when you hold my hand and say you never want to let me go. Can't you tell how I feel by the way I touch you? This reminds me of, why do I want to say Ryder? It's Colleen Hoover's Confess, how they write their confessions on the paper. They turn it in anonymously. And the artist, Ryan, Riley, I don't know. I can't remember the name of him. It's totally probably not even an R, to be honest. I don't know, but he turns it into art. So that's kind of what this is giving me vibes of, minus the artwork portion. So I'm thinking 34 Pieces of You is 34 notes that she sticks into a locker or into the mail. I don't know. Alright. Next we have book 7 of the Shauna McGuire's The Wayward Children series, which I almost never picked up because I heard it was Wayward Children. And I was like, is that middle grade? But it's not. This is Where the Drowned Girls Go. This is book 7 in the series. If you look right here, I'm going to be reading all of these at some point. This is his entire backlist. I gender assumed. I am so sorry. This is their entire backlist. I literally have no... Oh. that's Shauna Maguire, guys. That's the first time I've ever seen Shauna Maguire. A picture. Interesting. Okay. So anyway, that's book 7 of the series. I am only on, I don't even know. We'll get to that in a minute, or in a few. There's books behind here too. I don't know if you can see them sticking up back there. Okay, awesome. Next I have They'll Never Catch Us by Jessica Goodman. Now, they also wrote, not 14 Ways to Die. I'm drawing a blank, guys. Oh my goodness. I can't remember right now. But it says suspenseful and gripping. Author of All Your Twisted Secrets, Diana Urban, says suspenseful and gripping, yet a heart-wrenching coming-of-age story. You won't be able to put this down, and just when you think you've figured out the mystery, Goodman delivers a twist that will send you reeling. So I have no idea what this is about. We're just going to leave it like that. It looks good. Oh, the author of They Wish They Were Us, which is the one where it's got the plaid skirt, I believe, on the front cover with the charms or something. If I remember the cover. Yeah, the charm necklaces, the name necklaces with the plaid, the green and black plaid in the background on the cover. That's the one I was thinking of. So this is another one of hers. Theirs. I really need to stop gender assuming. Alright, next we have I Dare You by Jeff Ross. This is just a little book. It's not that long. Honestly, I could probably finish this tonight at work too. But I really want it to be, like that. Thank you for following. Again, they're following. It's ridiculous. Anyway, 16-year-old Rainey is surprised when a video he made of a schoolyard fight goes viral. 2 schoolmates, Jordan and Rowan, convince him to make another one, this time about a mysterious figure in the woods. Soon rumors are circulating that someone is out there kidnapping kids, or maybe it's a ghost. The teens are thrilled with the attention their prank is getting and are planning a follow-up video when things go horribly wrong. Sounds fun? As morbid as that sounds. 1 second. Okay, I'm currently reading Dating You, Hating You by Christina Lauren. I had to go look and see. It's in my bag for work. I'm over 100 pages into that. It's going really well. There's a big move and, 2 different companies that aren't supposed to fraternize are fraternizing, and now they're combining the company, so it makes it even harder for this relationship for these 2 individuals to continue. There is a lot of sex scenes though so far. There's been 2 sex scenes. My goodness. I finished something last night. Oh my gosh. Okay, so completely off topic of this, but I finished Sweet Possession by Jay Daniels, which is the Sweet Obsession series. Oh my goodness. If you get to chapter, I think it was 14, it's like right before the main character's wedding day. Whoa, buddy. Whoa. I don't know how to feel about it. It was really well written, though. I can tell you that right now. Like, I did not want to stop reading what I was reading about. And what I was reading about, don't even know how to explain without being demonetized. So, or completely shut down. So, with that being said, anyway. Alright, next we have The Library of the Unwritten by A.J. Hackwith, a novel from Hell's Library. Says, many years ago, Claire was named head librarian of the Unwritten Wing, a neutral space in Hell where all the stories unfinished by their authors reside. Her job consists mainly of repairing and organizing books, but also of keeping an eye on restless stories that risk materializing as characters and escaping the library. When a hero escapes from his book and goes in search of its author, Claire must track and capture him with the help of former muse and current assistant Brevity and the nervous and sweet demon Leto. But what should have been a simple retrieval goes horrifyingly wrong when the terrifying angel Ramiel attacks them, convinced that they hold the Devil's Bible. The text of the Devil's Bible is a weapon in the power struggle between heaven and hell. So it falls to librarians to find a book with the ability to reshape the boundaries between heaven, hell, and earth. So it sounds really, really good. I actually read a sample of this before, and I believe I'm on chapter. Oh my gosh, 5 or 6. So I'm about 40-ish pages in already from where I left off. And it's good, let me tell you. I have no idea what's going to happen through all of this. This is a pretty hefty book of almost 400 pages. But it's a good book, so I would definitely check it out if you haven't yet. Alright. Next, I have one that I'm going to finish tonight, and that's Florence Welch's Useless Magic. It's lyrics and poetry. So it's literally set up like this, as you guys can see. Just like a few things on the pages, pictures mainly. Like, that's going to be such an easy finish tonight, especially if we're not even that busy. So there's that one. I'm going to set it aside so I can put it in my bag tonight. I got these. Goodness gracious, did you guys see that? Just jumped off the freaking shelf. Alright, so I got these. And, I don't know how to explain them, but they look good. This one was on display. And I was like, ooh, spooky vibes. Or like, what is it? Dark Butler or something Butler. Black Butler, I believe it was, that I've read. But these are like black and white comics, see? And this one is, it says A Treasury of Victorian Murder. Like, that's the series that they come from. So, I have The Borden Tragedy by Rick Geary, and I have The Fatal Bullet by Rick Geary. They're Comics Lit. NBM Comics Lit. I have no idea, but they're going to be quick reads as well. I can't really tell you exactly what's going on here. I know this one talks about O.J. Simpson and Lizzie Borden. So it looks like that. Spooky, right? But then it looks like this too, and it's got O.J. Simpson and Lizzie Borden. And then it's got like little bullets and stuff, but I feel like that's going to give away everything. And this one says the assassination of President James A. Garfield. How James A. Garfield was stabbed in the back by Charles J. Gatia. So, the 2 roads which every boy, as he journeys to manhood, many travel the result of surrounding circumstances, favorable or otherwise. And I don't know if these are like in a series or anything like that, but these are the only 2 I could find. A true account of the assassination, lingering pain, death, and burial of James A. Garfield, 20th President of the United States, also including the inglorious life and career of the despised assassin Gautier. I have no idea, but these are such beautiful illustrations. Look at that. I mean, look at that. Gorgeous. So, quick, fast things. I think this one's going to go pretty fast, too. This is Spanking Shakespeare by Jake Weisner. I saw this and I was like, what is that about? And it's another one of those, like, not really lyrical or poetry, but more like typewritten, like typewriter and journal entries and things like that. If you look, the pages literally have like notebook spirals in them. This one says, got a picture of Shakespeare bending over, okay? It says Shakespeare Shapiro has always hated his name. His parents bestowed it on him as some kind of really sick joke when he was born, and since then his life has been one embarrassing incident, catastrophic incident after another. As he enters his senior year of high school, Shakespeare's love life is non-existent. His younger brother is maddeningly popular, and his best friend talks nonstop about his bowel movements. What a freak. But Shakespeare will have the last laugh. He is chronicling every mortifying detail in his memoir, the writing project each swinging year must complete, and he is doing it brilliantly. For as much as he hates his name, Shakespeare is a good writer, and just maybe a prize-winning memoir will bring him respect, admiration, and a girlfriend, or at least a prom date. Please? In his debut novel, Jake Weisner takes a humorous look at one popularity challenged boy's journey to self-respect and sexual fulfillment. That's what I'm talking about. And as you see, like, a lot of it has, like, pen marks in it for annotated or revised. So that looks like it's going to be fun, too. So that one's also going to go with me to work tonight. And so is this one. And this is The Crossroads of Should and Must. Find and Follow Your Passion by Elle Luna. So much greatness, and it's all right here, Elizabeth Gilbert. This is just another one of those, picture page things. I feel like I'll be able to get through this pretty fast too. Says we arrive at this crossroads over and over again, and every day we get to choose. Starting out or starting over, making a career change or making a life change. The most life-affirming thing you can do is to honor the voice inside that says you have something special to give. And then heed the call and act. Many have traveled this road before. Here's how you can too. So there's two paths in life. Should and must. So it looks like this. Fun stuff. Alright, next we have The Second Life of Ava Rivers. I picked this up because this is on my backlist TBR. And we're in October, guys, so you need to start working on those backlist TBRs. You haven't all year like I have. It says, where was Ava Rivers all these years, and who is she now? Before was hot Junes and ice cream trucks, dancing in sprinklers, loud Christmas mornings, and pancakes on Saturdays. The after is everything else. Police officers, investigators, tips, theories, leads, but never any answers. The case made headlines, shocked Vera's Northern California community, and turned her family into tragic celebrities. Now, at 18, Vera is counting down the days until she starts her new life at college in Portland, Oregon, far away from the dark clouds she and her family have lived under for 12 years. But all that changes when a girl shows up at the local hospital. Her name is Ava Rivers, and she wants to go home. Ava's return begins to mend the fractures in the Rivers family. Vera and Ava's estranged older brother returns. Vera reconnects with Max, the sweet artistic boy from her childhood. Their parents smile again, but the questions remain. Where was Ava all these years, and who is she now? Powerful and gripping is equal parts thriller, mystery, and haunting meditation on grief, family, and forgiveness. Basically, Vera Rivers' life is split in two. Before her twin sister Ava disappeared 12 years ago, and after. So this is about, like, disappearing and reappearing and all that fun stuff. So I wonder if it, like, splits it. That'd be really cool if it split it from, like, before, after. But it doesn't. Anyway, there's that. That sounds fun. It's on my backlist TBR. The Hiding Place by CJ Tudor. I am re-picking this up because I don't believe I finished it. At least I don't remember finishing it. And, I think I was almost done with it. I can't remember. But I'm not going to go into detail about those CJ Tudor, guys. Come on now. Alright, next I have, this one's really weird, but it's so pretty. Look at how pretty that is. Sorry, that book scared me when I fell. It's The Price Guide to the Occult by Leslie Walton. I have no idea what this is about. I just picked it up because I saw the spine, and it was so pretty. And it's like, you can't really see it, but it's got sprayed edges? Yeah, red sprayed edges on it. And it's like this lime green and black. It looks yellow on there for some reason. I don't know. Okay, sorry about that. So we're talking about The Price Guide to the Occult by Leslie Walton. So all Nora Blackburn wants is to live an unremarkable teenage life on the sweet little touristy island she calls home. But then a mysterious book comes out, the island's flora and fauna raise their hackles, and strangers and acquaintances alike begin sprouting ominous fern tattoos. A storm is coming for Nor. It's a haunting maelstrom of magic and murder in the lush, moody Pacific Northwest. Sounds fun, right? And it's so beautiful. So freaking pretty. All right. It's literally just in there. That is so frustrating. Okay, next I have Cry Your Way Home by Damien Angelica Walters, which you'll see another book on this list by Damien Angelica Walters. I did not realize it was the same person. I picked this up because it was on display and it looked like this. I thought it was going to make it be like a mannequin story maybe. And then it's Cry Your Way Home, and the way that it's written on there, it looks like, you know, how scary movies sometimes have that text. I have no idea what it's about, but it looks good. It's definitely newer, I can say that much. It's got a blurb by Joyce Carol Oates. Of our hurts, we make monuments of survival if we survive. It's got a whole ass content section. (2018), so it's not super new, but yeah. Okay, anyway, it says, once upon a time there was a monster. This is how they tell you the story starts. This is a lie. Sometimes things are not what they appear to be. DNA doesn't define us. Gravity doesn't hold us. A home doesn't mean we belong. From circus tents to space stations, Damien Angelica Walters creates stories that are both achingly familiar and chillingly surreal. Within her second short story collection, she questions who the real monsters are, rips families apart and stitches them back together, and turns a cell phone into the sharpest of weapons. Cry Your Way Home brings together 17 stories that delve deep into human sorrow and loss, weaving pain, fear, and ultimately resilience into beautiful tales that are sure to haunt you long after you finish the collection. Once upon a time, there was a girl. So, yeah, that sounds really good, actually. I don't know who this author is, but Brian Keene, author of The Rising and Pressure, says it's a hauntingly beautiful collection and an emotional roller coaster. Tender, brutal, gentle, harrowing. I loved it. So there's that. Then I have this. It's called Creep, a Love Story by Ligia de Penaflor. I don't know if I have that right. All it says is I could watch them together all day, maybe forever. They're that beautiful. I wish I could. I wish. I have no idea what this is about. It looks like it's gonna be good though. Lainey and Nico are the perfect senior couple, beautiful, popular, talented, and hopelessly in love. Everyone looks up to them at Holy Family High School, but Rafi doesn't just admire them, she watches them. She's drawn to them. Intent on becoming their closest friend, Rafi weaves her way into their lives. She starts small, taking photos of the senior class for the yearbook, joining Lainey's club, and babysitting Nico's little sister, and it works. Soon they invite her to parties, take her on joyrides, and ask her for favors. Rafi's actions quickly turn invasive, delving deeper and deeper until she is consumed by their most intimate secrets. When tragedy strikes the young lovers, Rafi's obsession spirals, and she will do anything to keep the perfect couple together. Anything. Oh, so she's keeping them together. Alright. I picked up Jane Doe by Victoria Helen Stone. We've talked about this book before. It's set up with... never mind. It's not set up the way I thought it was. I don't really remember what this is about. It says, a double life with a single purpose, revenge. Jane's days at a Minneapolis insurance company are perfectly ordinary. She blends in well, unremarkably pretty in her floral print dresses, and extra efficient at her low-level job. She's just the kind of woman middle manager Stephen Hepsworth likes. Meek, insecure, and willing to defer to a man. No one has any idea who Jane really is, least of all Stephen. But plain Jane is hiding something, and Stephen's bringing out the worst in her. Nothing can distract Jane from going straight for his heart, allowing herself to be seduced into Stephen's bed, to insinuate herself into his career and his family, and to expose all his dirty secrets. It's time for Jane to dig out everything that matters to Stephen so she can take it all away, just as he did to her. So this is Jane Doe. I guess now that I actually look at the cover more, it is like a male and a female. So... I don't know. Looks good. It's on my backlist. All right, next we got a Lisa Schroeder book. It's called A Night to Die For. I started reading this in the car. It's really good. It says prom night is supposed to be the best night of your life. All Mario, Elena, Parker, Lucas, Mirabelle, and their friends want is to dance, have fun, party, and be free. It's not supposed to be the night you die. The reason I picked this up is because I finished Horror Hotel, and Horror Hotel's right on the back. It's from the same publisher, which is underlined. Everything you want to read the way you want to read it. So, and the cool thing about this too is it goes through like IMs, text messages, emails. It's set up kind of like that throughout some of the pages too. It's really good so far. I can't wait. It brings in social media and all that fun stuff too. All right, now this stack back here is back here because I found these on audiobook, and I'm actually going to listen to them since I have a job now that I can actually listen to audiobooks again. So we have In an Absent Dream by Shauna Maguire, which is the... Oh, you can read this as a standalone? Oh, which one is this? Hold on. I have to cheat. Okay, this is the 4th book in the Wayward Children series. It says that it can be a standalone fantasy tale in New York Times bestselling author Shauna Maguire's award-winning Wayward Children series. So this can be done as a standalone as well. You don't have to read it with the series, but I'm going to read it with the series. Next, we have Across the Greengrass Fields by Shauna Maguire. This is the 6th book. Wait. Yeah, this is the 6th book in the series. Again, I don't know what it's about. I made it to book 4 in the series. So it says, welcome to the Hooflands. We're happy to have you, even if you being here means something's coming. So there's that one. And then there's one more, which is Come Tumbling Down, and that is the 5th book in the series. It says, the 5th installment in New York Times bestselling author Shauna Maguire's award-winning Wayward Children series, Come Tumbling Down continues the arc of Jack and Jill from Every Heart a Doorway and Down Among the Sticks and Bones. So this is a continuation. So we have books 4 through 6. So 4, 5, and 6 we have, which is all of them, I do believe. So that's cool. Next, we have this one. It's called Booked on a Feeling. I have no idea what it's about, but it looks like it's about a couple that falls in love in a bookstore, or she's a librarian of some sort, by J.C. Lee. It says, are they ready for their chapter to begin? So Lizzie Overachiever Chan has her life mapped out neatly. Become a lawyer, join a prestigious law firm, make partner, which is in progress. If all goes to plan, she will check off that last box in a couple of years, make her parents proud, and live a successful, fulfilled life in LA. What was not in her plans was passing out from a panic attack during a pivotal moment in her career. A few deep breaths and 4 hours later, Lizzie is in Weldon for 3 weeks to figure out what went wrong. And what better place to recharge than the small town where she spent her childhood summers with her best friend, Jack Park. Jack didn't expect to see Lizzie back in Weldon, but now he's got 3 weeks to spend with the girl of his dreams. Except she doesn't know of his decades-long crush on her, and he intends to keep it that way. He can't risk their friendship on a long shot, can he? When Lizzie decides that the local bookstore needs a little revamp, of course Jack agrees. But the more time they spend together, the harder it becomes to ignore that there might be more than just friendship among the dusty shelves and books. Sometimes the path to the rest of your life has been in front of you all along. It says, Lee's lush romance is a delectable delight from Booklist. I don't know why I'm putting these up here. Sorry. I think I was doing it like unintentionally. Alright, next we have Crave by Tracy Wolff. This is the 1st book in the series of the the trilogy. It says, my whole world changed when I stepped inside the academy. Nothing is right about this place or the other students in it. Here I am, a mere mortal among gods or monsters. I still can't decide which of these warring fractions I belong to, if I belong at all. I only know the one thing that unites them is their hatred of me. Then there's Jackson Vega, a vampire with deadly secrets who hasn't felt anything for 100 years. But there's something about him that calls to me, something broken in him that somehow fits with what's broken in me. which could spell death for us all, because Jackson walled himself off for a reason, and now someone wants to wake a sleeping monster, and I'm wondering if I was brought here intentionally as the bait. So I started reading this. I'm a little over 100 pages in. It says, have you ever, my voice breaks and I take a deep breath, then try again. Have you ever wanted something so much that you were afraid to take it? He nods. Yes. Like it's right there waiting for you to just reach out and grab it, but you're so terrified of what will happen when you lose it that you never make the reach? Yes, he says again, his voice burrowing inside me. Tilt my head up until our eyes meet and I whisper, what did you do? For long seconds he doesn't say anything. He just stares back at me with a look as scarred and broken as the rest of him and says, I decided to take it anyway. Then he leans down and presses his lips to mine. People say that this is like Twilight, but better. So we're gonna find out. But I always thought that was a girl in a dress with bloodstains, but that is a white flower with bloodstains. Not a girl in a dress. Fun stuff that you learn as you get older. Alright. And the last two books I have on this beautiful TBR is, I'm not that one yet. The Dead Girls Club by Damien Angelica Walters, which is the other one. It's blurred by Paul Tremblay. It says a twisty feminist coming-of-age horror hybrid that feels off our obsessions and anxieties. So I have no idea what it's about, so let's find out together, shall we? It says, Red Lady, show us your face. In 1991, Heather Cole and her friends were members of the Dead Girls Club. Obsessed with the macabre, the girls exchanged stories about serial killers and imaginary monsters like the Red Lady, the spirit of a vengeful witch killed centuries before. Heather knew the stories were just that, until her best friend Becca began insisting the Red Lady was real and she could prove it. That belief got Becca killed. It's been nearly 30 years, but Heather has never told anyone what really happened that night, that Becca was right and the Red Lady was real. She's done her best to put that fateful summer, Becca and the Red Lady, behind her. Until a familiar necklace arrives in the mail, a necklace Heather hasn't seen since the night Becca died. The night Heather killed her. Whoa. Okay. Now someone else knows what she did, and they're determined to make Heather pay. They say time heals all wounds, but the Dead Girls Club will have you wondering if the ghosts of the past are really gone for good. Fun. Didn't expect that twist. And the very last book is a little bit of a chunker. A bit of a chunker. And that is What Comes Next by John Katzenbach. This was literally on display, so I picked it up. What else is new, right? It says, a heart-stopping psychological thriller about the race to save a young woman from the hands of a sadistic couple who broadcast terror in real time. Oh, shit. A retired university professor is diagnosed with a rare degenerative disease that will lead him to lose his memory and die within a few years. On his way home from the doctor, he witnesses a pretty young girl being kidnapped off the street. As the police drag their heels, he realizes that if he doesn't act fast, the girl may never be found alive. Jennifer Riggins, the kidnapped girl, is being held prisoner by a depraved couple who run an exclusive website named What Comes Next, on which viewers can watch in real time the horrors inflicted on their victims. Given the moniker, Number 4, Jennifer is at the mercy of the pair, with thousands tuning in for every episode of her ongoing nightmare. Already an international bestseller, is a bold and timely new thriller about what lurks within the depths of society's most terrifying minds and how the only hope for a girl whose life is just beginning is a man whose life is nearing its end. That's insane. I mean, I guess, but like, whoa, buddy. I'm so glad I found this on audio. I think it's going to sound so much better coming out of someone else's mouth. Alright, so this one, Crave. And the Wayward Children books, except Where the Drowned Girls Go, are all on audio. So these ones get to go back to the library, which the library will be very happy to have some of their books back. I feel like I took all of their books, but I didn't. But still, there's a lot here to Vale. So, but that is everything that I'm going to be reading from the library. Now, if we were to go into what I'm reading all together, we'll be here forever because I have a whole ass TBR on the bookshelf in there that is for October still, plus all these books, plus these audio books, plus my Kindle Unlimited. So there's a lot, but it's okay. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any comments of anything, please, on the comment section down below, go ahead and hit that notification bell if you enjoyed watching my videos. I hope that you don't mind the constant rambling and seeing my face. I apologize. And by the way, I do have a new series where I play horror games while you guys can watch my reactions to it and be there with me. So I hope that you will check that out soon too. I believe the first episode is already posted. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!